today I'm going to be showing you how to make paintings using mostly spray paint and some other material, but it's super easy and you could use it to spice up your room or any other boring area in your house. You could gift it to somebody or just do it for the sake of it. Keep this painting on a canvas. You could use any size you like. I have 4 different sizes here. Basically just to prove the point that this concept is not limited by size. You could do it as big as you want, or you could go as small as you want. It's totally up to you. So I have a dark blue, Oxford blue spray paint. This is an acrylic spray paint, and I have this purple shade. It says rose, and I have red and golden. So these are the 4 spray paints I had, and I thought I'll be using these colors in the totality of all my 4 projects. So let's start with that.
So I got some rope and I'm trying to figure out how much rope I need. Yeah. The thing I hate about outdoor projects is mosquito bites. Anyways, I cut out the amount of rope I thought I required, and now I'm going to start wrapping it around the canvas. I tied the rope at the back of the canvas to secure it down, and then I started wrapping it around the canvas. You don't have to worry about any sort of pattern or anything, just go with the flow. And you could do more wraps if you wanted, or you could do lesser than I did. You could create a pattern with them. You could totally go creative. And then I secured the rope at the back so it doesn't move, and this is how mine looks like. So now I'm going to spray paint my canvas, and I put down newspaper. And make sure you spray paint outdoors, because it will choke you, suffocate you to death if you do it indoors, and it will ruin literally anything in the vicinity. So I'm going to be using 2 colors, Oxford blue and rose, as I showed you earlier, and I'm going to be doing an ombre sort of effect. So I'm going to be painting the bottom half blue and the top half purple. You could use colors whatever you like. That's Rex. Say hi to Rex. Anyways, make sure that you keep a proper distance, say about, I don't know, 15 inches away from the canvas, because if you don't, you're going to end up with paint droplets forming on your canvas, and that's going to look ugly. So what I did here was I spray painted it half and half, and where they met in the middle, they created their sort of own colors, so that looks cool. So yeah, once I'm happy with what I've done, I'm going to let it dry. So yeah, I'm finishing it off with the final touches and everything, and then I let it dry. So the thing about spray paint is that it dries pretty quickly, and it's super manageable and super easy. So now that it's dry, I'm cutting it out, and then I'm going to start unwrapping it. So what we've created here is pretty basic. You could use any colors you want, and you could do it up to match your room. This is how it looks. So yeah.
So for my next project, I'm going to be using this canvas. It's a slightly larger canvas than the last one we did, and I have these leaves. You could use any sort of leaves you like. Anything, literally anything whatever you think would look good, you could use that. So I'm going to be using these next.
So what I did was I took some leaves and I laid them down on the canvas, and I stuck them up. I stuck them with 2-sided tape, because when I tried to spray paint them before this, they started to fly away. So I needed something to hold them down. Yeah, so what I'm doing is I've taken some golden spray paint and I'm spray painting the entire canvas. So I'm also trying to fix the leaves as I go about it because they move. So try to keep the spray paint as far away from the canvas as possible, so that would move the leaves lesser, and also you could build up rather than just go in one go with all of the paint that you want. Now I'm taking the red and I'm spray painting the sides, so it kind of frames the entire thing. And then I went back with some more golden to cover up the white areas and to complete the look. So once I thought I was happy with what I had, I took the leaves off, and they left behind their silhouette sort of pattern sort of thing. You could totally use other leaves or flowers or whatever to create your own patterns, and it's a very simple and fun sort of painting that you could use with other ideas as well. So yeah. So for my next project, I'm going to be spray painting this canvas, which is about 10 by 12 inches, which is about 25 by 30 centimeters, and I'm spray painting it golden without any special thing. For the first step, just spray paint the entire canvas with whatever color you want and then let it dry. There we go. That's it. So now that it's dry, I'm going to take some tape and create some sort of pattern to it. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create a triangular sort of geometrical sort of pattern. So I'm just freehanding this on. If you have some sort of design or other sort of pattern which you want to create, you could totally do that. This is just a concept which can be used in various methods. So I'm trying to create this triangular sort of thing with lines overlapping each other. So yeah, that's it. It's pretty simple, and you could literally, like, you could if you want to get really creative with it, you could create some sort of painting, or you could use a similar concept where you print out a silhouette of a creature. For example, if you want to print out a silhouette of a bird, you print that out, you stick it on the canvas with some tape. Just make sure that the tape doesn't use two-sided tape. That'd be better, because in case you put some tape on top of the silhouette and it pops out from the borders, it's going to ruin the effect eventually, because we're going to be spray painting over this. Anyways, so once I thought it was done, so what I did was I took the painting, I put it on some newspaper again, and I took some red spray paint and I literally just spray painted over it. Just make sure that the tape is stuck on properly, because if it's not, it's going to get through the tape and it's going to ruin your effect. So you just go over the entire canvas with it. How simple is that, right? So you let it dry and that's it. So once it's dry, you just peel off the tape and you'll be able to see the golden below the red, and that's it. How simple is that, right? Yep.
So for the last painting, I'm going to be doing a starry galaxy sort of effect. I'm going to be using the same colors, blue and purple, and then I'm going to be using some acrylic paint to add in the black later. So I'll show you how that's done.
So for this painting, I took two colors, Oxford blue and rose, which is purple, and I started off with the purple, spray painted the purple in some areas. Doesn't have to be neat, you don't have to follow any sort of pattern or any sort of strict compliances. You just do it the way you want to. And then I went in with the blue, and that's it. It's pretty simple, and I covered up all the white areas with the blue. So I'm basically trying to give a starry galaxy sort of mystical sort of appearance to the painting.
Then I went in with the purple again at this point. You could use other colors if you want. You could use any colors that you find in the galaxy, you know, but then these two represent the night sky better. And then I went in with some red to just to give it a pop of color. And once that was done, I let it dry, and then I got some acrylic paints. And you basically just need to use two, so black and white would do, and some water obviously. I have 3 brushes here. One is a flat brush, one is a size 0, and one was 6, but it doesn't really matter what size it is. You could use whatever you want. I like to use a flat brush for painting things more because it gives me more I don't know, control over my painting. So here I put some white paint on a plate, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this old toothbrush, put some white paint on it, and I'm just going to sprinkle it over my canvas on the top bit of it to recreate stars. So you could, once you're done with it, once you're happy with what you have, or you could either go in with more, or if you're happy with it, just take a thinner brush. So I'm using my size 0 brush here, but you could use any brush you want, and just cross out the bigger droplets of paint that have fallen on the canvas. Once you're done with that, I took some black, and I wanted to make a tree, so I went in with about 1/4 of the canvas, and I started off by drawing a line in the center, and from there I just went in and freehanded a tree. So it's not difficult at all to freehand a tree, trust me. It's just lines. So you could look up patterns on the internet. It's just, you know, it's pretty simple. It's nothing difficult, nothing fancy. Anyways, so yeah, that's me drawing the tree. Yay! You could go in with as many branches as you want, or you could, you know, have something else. You could have a little bird sitting on a tree, or you could paint a moon with the white on the top. But yeah, I just wanted a simple tree just to show you guys the concept, and that's it. So that was my tree. I thought I needed a bit more, so I went in back with the paint, and there, it's done. So that's the tree. Simple, right? So then I went in back with the white paint, and I wanted to make a little shooting star sort of thing in the sky. So I drew a circle, and then I drew its tail. And that's it. That's your painting. It's completed. You could just go in with your size 6 or any brush really, and just you know, final the outlines out and give it a final effect sort of thing. So that's it. This is done, and so are the other paintings. And how simple were they, right? Watching my video, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you like our video, subscribe to our channel, share our video, and follow us at GYPSYARTWORKS. That's Gypsy Artworks, same way it's spelled here. And if you do recreate any of our paintings, please do tag us on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.